It's pretty much September. Are they gonna come out with these trailers anytime soon? Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. Jake of the OneManBand is back again, bringing you guys another RWBY analytical theory. This is a part 2 of a two-parter, so if you guys haven't seen part 1, I would suggest follow the link in the description, or if it's on screen right now, to go watch part 1, or else you're gonna be a little bit confused. But I'm still gonna give at least a little bit of a recap of last time, but not enough for you to not go back and watch the video. So, pretty much, last time in part 1, I talked about how Ozpin is trying to create a perfect team of fighters to combat the great evil of the world, which at this point is Salem. And the Wizard of Oz from The Wizard of Oz did the same exact thing in his story. He took the team of Scarecrow, Tin Man, Cowardly Lion, and Dorothy to go fight the Wicked Witch of the West. And so, Ozpin is trying to do the same thing. And his team to do this is, of course, Team RWBY. That's why they're the main characters, duh. But I also discussed how Ozpin has been doing this for a long time. He didn't strike gold the first time he tried. He didn't get his Team RWBY the first time. This took a long time to finally get to the perfect team. Now, whether Ozpin has some form of magical power about him that makes him older than he actually is, or if he's just been around for, say, I don't know, 40 to 60 years, he's obviously learned a lot in that time. He's seen huntsmen grow, he's seen them go out and fight, but most importantly, he has seen huntsmen die, and he has seen the evils that are out there that the huntsmen contest against. And so Ozpin put himself in a position where he was going to be a headmaster of one of the Huntsman Academies, the best Huntsman Academy. And he was going to train his students correctly so that they would be able to combat evil to the best of their ability. But even this wasn't enough. He wasn't able to get a perfect team together to combat the big evil baddie of the world. But through him teaching students and sending them throughout the world to become huntsmen and huntresses, he learned of the power of teamwork. But to be honest, I have to bring this up. Why is it that in the academies that they're put into groups of 4? When they graduate from the academies, the teams are pretty much broken up and they go their separate ways. Some go to be teachers, some go to be huntsmen that just travel around, some probably become guardians of communities that are outside of the walled kingdoms. So it makes you wonder, why are they put into teams during their training? And we have seen that in the primary combat schools, those are the schools that people go to before they go to the Huntsman Academies, that they weren't in teams, they didn't do things in teams, because RWBY was always a loner. She always did things by herself. If she had been in a team at Beckett Signal Academy, she wouldn't have had the awkwardness that she had in Volume 1. Pretty much the solution that I have come up with is that, 1, safety in numbers. If you have a group of 4, then, you know, it's less likely that one of them is going to be killed off by a random grim creature. But I think the more important reason, the reason that Ozpin is going for, is that he's experimenting with combinations. He doesn't know what the perfect combination, at least in the past, he did not know what the perfect combination of a team should be. How much heart they should have, how much tactical thinking they should have, how much bravery they should have, how much innocence and just loyalty they should have. So he was pretty much experimenting with all this. And when an experiment didn't really pan out, he pretty much just sent them on their way to do their thing. But when he came across something that did work, he tried his best to shape it, mold it, much like how he is shaping Team RWBY to this point. Well, I guess he hasn't anymore due to, you know, Beacon falling and him being MIA and Team RWBY being split apart. It's really sad. So, in the past, Ozpin was trying to find the perfect combination of skills that would be best to take on the big evil of the world. And this is why I think the Huntsman Academies maybe weren't set up, but what they evolved into over time. Let's remember, every academy is led by a headmaster. Each headmaster is connected to Ozpin. They're all members. At least I believe that they're all members of the Brotherhood of the Seasonal Maidens, the ones that are supposed to be protecting the Seasonal Maidens. But he is also friends with all the headmasters. That way he can try to find out, you know, oh, well, what's working from that school? What's working from that school? He kind of has his finger in all the pies, if you will. And who knows? It could be that the 4 headmasters of the 4 big academies may have been Ozpin's first attempt at forming the evil slaying team. I mean, we have Ironwood who's based off the Tin Man, and as we know, Ozpin is trying to go for a team that is mirrored off of the Wizard of Oz team that went to fight the Wicked Witch of the West, Tin Man being one of them. So throughout the years, Ozpin is experimenting with team combinations, trying to figure out which is the best. And not so very long ago, he got really, really close. He almost succeeded. Last episode, I told you that he has tried forming the team before. And the team that he formed is actually a lot closer to Team RWBY than you think. It's Team Stark. Let's break it down. Most of the characters of Team Stark are either solidly based off of, or said to be, or thought to be based off of members of the Wizard of Oz team. We have Crow, obviously based off the Scarecrow, and what we've seen of him has shown that he is passionate. He is passionate about the fight, passionate about Ozpin and what he is doing. If theories are be to leave, we have Tai Yang, the Cowardly Lion, someone who looks good and probably had a very deafening roar early on in his life, but after the loss of his 2 loves, he may have become more cowardly, more self-centered, more paranoid, if you will. We have Summer Rose, who has been shown to have so many similarities to RWBY. And RWBY, as we know, is pretty much the embodiment of innocence in RWBY as a series. And she also is the Dorothy representative of Team RWBY. And Summer's also the leader. And so is RWBY and Dorothy. So there you go. That leaves just one odd one out. One that doesn't really seem to fit. But in certain ways, it does. Of course, I'm talking about Raven and her connection to the Tin Man. Now, the Tin Man is one who wanted to get his heart from the Wizard of Oz, but he had a brain, so he was smart. As we have seen, and what can be assumed of Raven, is that she's a pretty smart person. She lives off the grid. She's pretty much been traveling around ever since Yang was born, and she's able to get in contact with her brother when nobody else can. So she's obviously got some noodle in her skull. She's obviously one of the smart ones of the team. But she is also a bit heartless in the sense that she totally left newborn baby Yang in the care of Tai Yang to go off and do her thing, which I have an entire theory about that I'm going to get to in a whole other video. But the main aspect is that she is a bit heartless, she's a bit smart, and she's very efficient at what she does. She is someone who has a powerful weapon, maybe has gone a little bit native with the whole Grim Mask thing, and she may also be counted as heartless because she has a different world view than everyone else. Crow has said herself that she has a different worldview, but she isn't evil. Now you see, with Team Stark, Ozpin thought that he had his perfect evil slaying team, and so he was willing to send them out to fight Salem, or whoever is truly the big evil guy in charge. Now here's where things get a little bit purely theoretical what might have happened, but it does have some form of cohesiveness to it. Now, Summer, Tai-Yang, and Crow could have been all for Ozpin's plan. They could have all been for going out to fight this evil, doing this thing. But Raven may not have been so much into it. She may have seen that there was an error in Ozpin's plan, or what he was doing was wrong. I mean, the song Sacrifice back in Volume 2 has been debated a lot about who it's about, what it means, all this stuff. What if Sacrifice is talking about Raven? Raven is not gonna be Ozpin's sacrifice to go fight the evil. So, Raven pretty much breaks off her ties to her team and goes out on the run. Pretty much breaking this team that was created to go fight evil. Ozpin's experiment failed once again, so he has to start over, and he eventually gets Team RWBY. This is all speculation, of course, but I just had to voice it out because I think that this theory has at least a little bit of cohesiveness to it. The whole idea of Ozpin trying to form this team based off the Wizard of Oz's team to go fight the Wicked Witch of the West. We know that Ozpin is smarter than he leads on, and he's always thinking, always forming plans. But the real question is, did he really plan for what happened in Volume 3, and is he still planning right now? But hey, those are just my thoughts, and the real question is, what do you think? Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. I know it took a while to get out. I apologize about that. But it got out anyway. It finally is out to you, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and favorite if you've had. Subscribe if you feel inclined to. Be sure to check out some of the links that I have put up on the screen or down in the description, taking you to the Team Theory Facebook page, my Twitter account, or my even Patreon account if you want to help me out that way. But just you watching the video helps me out a lot. And big thanks to all my Patreon sponsors. You guys are awesome. You guys help me out a lot. You guys have no idea actually how much you help me. So, with this, I have to get started on some other videos and waiting for the trailers to come out. I'm just like, why aren't they out yet? Voice your comments down below on what you think of the trailer situation for RWBY Volume 4. I'll see you guys next time I'm out there in YouTube land. Be a good person, tip your waitresses, keep moving forward, and I'll see you next time. Yeah.